Hi everyone, this is Tammy at Snowstorm Crafts, and here is a challenge for you. Go to your scrap pile, grab out a handful of it. I know you got one, and if you don't, you will soon if you're a junk journaler. Grab out your scrap pile, anything, just grab it. Grab a tissue box, any size. It could be the big ones or the little ones, and let's see what we can make out of this today. All right? So we can even throw in some inking, some washi tape, anything you can think of, anything that's on my desk right now. The stamps, scroll stamp. So anything that's on your desk right now is the challenge to see what we can create here. So let's get started. All right, let me move some of it to the side here. Goodness. So what you can do first off is the tops of these make great journaling cards. So it's already ready for you. You just got to do a little collaging on it. So there we go. So don't throw these out because these are ready to go. So that's a brand new one. We can't use that, but we can use this one. Okay. So I hope you guys are having a crafty day today and getting out your tissue boxes and grabbing a handful of your scraps because they're taking over my life. I need to do something about it. I need to make some beautiful things with it. So let's see what we can do. And then I always save my tissue boxes because you can do all kinds of stuff with it. So I'm just taking it apart. Just like that. Okay. I'm just going to cut it. So let's just go ahead and I'm going to cut out each section of it. All right, so let's do something with fun with this little window. So let's take this off. There we go. And then I got the acetate here. And you can get it off packaging and all kinds of stuff. And keep it if you get it, because it is great. Okay, and then I'm just taking some Fabrifix and doing some gluing. And let's do a glue down here. But yeah, I just really have a lot of scraps I gotta get rid of. A lot of scraps. Okay, so let's use my last paper towel here. Just so I can smush this down. It's really nice just to keep a roll of paper towels in your craft room or near you when you're crafting, for sure. Okay. There we go. All right, so there we go. We got a window. We got a fun little window. And I don't even mind, I mean, we could decorate the front if you want to, but it's kind of nice, just, it already is decorated for you. It's kind of cool, just swirly. Yeah, I don't mind it. Don't mind it at all. Okay, so now for the back. Let's see. What I'm thinking is, let's go ahead, because this is the same size. Let's go ahead and cut this one. Now I should use my fancy cutter. I don't want to make it crooked, but I can follow this line. So we're gonna cut this off because this is the bottom of it and it's the same size as the top. And let's just make ourselves a fun little pocket here. But let's use our scraps on this one. So this is just one thing you could do with a tissue box. And then keep all these pieces. These are nice to have for extras and use for journaling cards in the future, or in the near future. That's what you should do. Okay. So what I'm going to do is take this side of it and let's do some decorating. This is when our scraps come into play. So I'm going to put this to the side and not lose it, is the plan. Okay. And what I'm going to use is just a Scotch Create glue stick, or any glue stick will do, because I'm probably going to wind up doing some sewing, which I love to do. I think it just adds a little bit of character to everything, but this, you know, like I say, you don't always have to sew. So this is just going to be some quick glue down, just anything. Grab anything that you have in your scrap pile, and let's start gluing. So it's one way to cut down on your big scrap pile you got going. Anything we got. This is some Rit dyed paper that I had. Okay. And we can layer this up as many times as we want. I kind of like the tree. Let's do that. This is just from a book page. Tea dye paper would be fun. So I just wanted to pop on and do a quick scrap video with you guys, and using up some tissue boxes you got hanging around. I don't want to cover up my tree. And that's okay if that's showing, because I'm probably going to layer some more stuff on top. Okay, let's see, what do we got? What do we got? Oh, we got some bees. That's fun. And we got spring coming here. We got everything starting to bloom. My allergies are kicking in, so that's when you know spring is here. Yup. But I love the beautiful flowers and the trees blooming. It's really nice. My mom just sent me a picture. She's in Alaska, and she's like, we were just painting yesterday and doing everything, and it was nice, and then it woke up to snow. They have snow all over the ground. I'm like, yep. I remember those days, because I was, like I've told you guys, I was raised there, so I'm in Oregon now. My husband's family's here, so we came here, geez, at least 16 years ago now, or something. So yeah, been here a little bit. Up there a little bit, so I actually get to go, we get to all go, my husband and my son, we're gonna go see my family. It's my niece's wedding in June, and we're all gonna go back and go, I get to see my brother, and it's been a little bit, so I get to go see everybody, so that'll be fun. We're gonna go up for a week, go hang out in our old hometown in Anchorage, Alaska. Yeah, it's been a second, so that'll be fun. Okay, so now you got some scraps down. Now what you could do is you could keep piling up some more scraps. I mean, you could just keep going here. Here's a fun thing you could do too, is use some hole punches. So we could do those. Let's do a big one. And if you can't get to what you want, you can always go like this. Because I wanted those. There we go. I want that. So there we go. So that's something fun you can do too, is take your punchers, your circle punches, and just do some punching, and you can keep collaging on top. I'm just grabbing different kind of glues now. Whatever glue is close to you. Doesn't even matter. I just got Fabrifix right there. So, no, I don't want to cover my tree. So you can do something here. Like that. Oh, that's a different side, but that's okay. Let's do that. I like that one too. Do one down here. So that's what I'm saying. Just look through your stuff, any magazines you've ripped out, or any pretty pages that you have just pieces of. You could just go through and stick them on top of all your scraps here. And something fun you can do too is I got some sketches that I've done. So any kind of sketches that you've done, or it's kind of fun to incorporate your own artwork throughout. So I'm just going to do some ripping here. And I have a video of me doing these with you guys, my whimsical little ferns. So you have to come check them out. I have to remember, if I don't remember to put the link down below, let me remind me, or go look through my channel and you'll see. They're my most recent ones. Okay. Do a little inking. So yeah, just any kind of scraps you can grab, and you don't have to overthink it, you know, you really don't. Just anything that's hanging around you, just start gluing it down on something. You can make journal cards with, you know, like I said, you can do it with the tissue box. You can do just all kinds of things happening. Anything you can think of. Pockets, tucks, belly bands. What else? I'm thinking I want to add a little more something. A little more something. And if you wanted to, you could even decoupage and do that with glue and water, or just, you know, take some Elmer's glue and glue everything down. You can do that. It just seems like it needs a little more, doesn't it? I did music paper. Oops. Didn't mean to bump you. You can do book pages. I have like parts of book pages here, so we could do that. If you want to incorporate some of that in there. Because, of course, book pages are great to add. I don't know why I switched to this glue. I have lots of the Fabrifix, so I need to use it for sure. Okay. So there we go. And just pop it down wherever you want them. The more random, the better. Okay. Okay. And if you want, you can go around and do a little this. Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and let's cut it. So that's fun, just throwing down some scraps. And I should find something to cover that up, huh? Here. I don't think it really even matters. It's just a little bit of the cardboard showing. It doesn't hurt nothing. But there. Just for peace of mind. And then I cut the back here. And then you have more scraps. So we make scraps into more scraps. And then we're just like Never-ending scrap pile. That's what we got. Okay. There we go. So I'm gonna go sew it really fast. Okay, so I went ahead and got this sewn just all the way around it. And what I want to do is I want to add some decoupage. Let's do this. It's just water and glue, 50-50. Get your paintbrush. And I got some tea bags, some napkins, just some fun little things that we could play with here. And I'm just going to add it to it. So I'm just going to go ahead and just start gluing down. And wrinkles are great. Gotta have wrinkles in it. It looks awesome. So I'm gonna go ahead and just keep doing that and do the whole front here. And I wanna do all the way around on this side too. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I went ahead and I just did some fun little papers. I did some tissue paper that has some RIT dye squirted on it, and some tea bags, some paper towels that have a fun flower on them, and some of the pattern paper from the sewing patterns. So I did some of that, and I think it's fun how it's still showing through with the tissue box. So I just did that for a little texture and something, and finished this and got that all decorated and done. And then I'm just gonna sit and let these dry, and we will go on to the next step. Okay, and I want to tell you guys, if you get something on the acetate here, just take like a wet wipe and just wipe it, because you're just using like white glue, like just some PVA glue, so it just comes right off. So that's, just make sure you get that before it dries. And there you go. So I just want to make sure to tell you that. Just make sure to get all that off the little window here. And all right, so let's just wait for it to dry. Okay, so we got all this dried. I let it sit just overnight, and I think it looks pretty good. And then I went ahead and did the inside here, just with some napkins and tea bags and stuff. And then there's this one. Okay, so we've used up some scraps, and now let's do a little decorating here. And what I want to do is I want to make this into a fun little bookmark or a little journaling card or something we could just put in here and just kind of pull out like that. So this will be the front. Okay. So I'm just going to take some tea dyed and I think avocado. I think this is both. I did both on that one. And I'm just going to go ahead and glue it on here. Okay. So I'm just going to do the Scotch Create. Okay. All right. So I know we did some scraps and stuff too, so we got our creative juices flowing, and then we can start grabbing some other things to just put this all together and see what we can come up with. So using up these Kleenex boxes was really nice to do. Okay. Okay, so I got it all cut out and did some just vintage photo oxide around. And what I want to do is, for a focal point, I sketched these the other day with you guys, and I will try to put the link down below. If I forget, remind me, let me know. and I will get it down there in the description box. But I'm just going to use this one. And before we stick it down, let's go ahead and do a script stamp. Just to have something in the background. There we go. So you just jazz it up. And I'm going to stick this on top. Like that. Okay. And then that could be a fun, just focal point here. So we'll leave it like that. And what I want to do is put something at the top here. Let's see, I got a little piece of scrap fabric. I need my scissors. Okay, so what I want to do is just go ahead and I'm going to glue it or staple it to give it a little just tab at the top here. Well, I did it backwards, but that's okay. There we go. Okay, so we got that done. And I'm going to go ahead and just cut all this around the edging real quick. Your inker, your little dauber here. And just bring out some more of the fun little folds and bumps in it. Just gives it a really cool antique look. Okay, so what I want to do is go ahead, I'm just going to use another folder here, not envelope. And cut that. Okay. Just because I want something sturdy on the back here. Just like that. And I cut it to size. So let me fit it to the back real quick. Okay, so I went ahead and cut it to where I wanted it, like this. And then I did a little stamping, just with the scroll stamp. And I want to do a punch, like this. Okay. Go. So that's how I want that one. And I'm gonna take my Fabrifix glue and do some gluing. So if you have any pieces that are coming up, just go ahead and just tack them down with glue. Edges. There we go. I'm going to glue this down. Alright, and let's see if we did this right. I should probably wait for it to dry. But what's the fun of that, huh? And it should slip right in there. And you can see that's why I didn't go all the way to the top. So we can go ahead and get it all the way in there and have our little tab sticking out. And there we go. So that will be the front here. think that turned out really cute. All right. And this is really cool on the back here. So now what I want to do is I'm going to try to make a little booklet out of this. And that's going to be the top of it. So this is the back. This will be the front. Okay. And then I'm going to take it and use some washi. But before that happens, we can cover this up with just some pretty papers. Unless you want the Kleenex showing. I mean, either way, however you want to do it, which is cool. It is all up to you. Okay. So I'm just inking it with the vintage photo around it, just to give it a little something. Okay. I mean, we could even go in the middle here and leave some of it like that, just to show, some of the sewing, and so that gives it a little interest too. So I want to, when that glues down, I'm going to use, that's why you keep all the little parts of the Kleenex box, because I want to put this down here as a pocket, like that. And we can use this to cover up the pocket. So let's see. So we could go all the way to the top with it. And then go like that with it. Or maybe have some of it showing, because that's kind of fun. Can you guys see? Yeah, okay. So let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do that. Right, and now let's glue this to that. All right, so I went ahead and glued it on there, cut it out, did a little punch with the 2-inch, and did some inking with vintage photo. Okay, see, and then we got a little bit showing down here, which is cool. You got some of the stitching. We can move it up and see some of the stitching in the blue. I think that's fun. Why not? Give it a little interest. Okay, Fabrifix. 2 to 3 sides. There we go. Okay. We might have to make a little tag to put in here too. That'd be fun. Okay. I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take some tea dyed papers and avocado dyed papers, and I'm going to fold them like this, cut them to size, and then bind just the papers together. And then I'll be right back. Okay, so I went ahead and made another tag out of the top of a Kleenex box and added the little label mushroom sketch. This is just a scrap piece of fabric that I will staple on top. Okay, and then that'll fit nicely in here. Okay, so let's go ahead and attach these together. And I'm just going to use washi tape. Just a piece of washi tape. I got ink all over me, stamps all over me. Make sure it's long enough. And the thing with washi tape, if you don't already know, is you will need to add an extra glue because washi tape doesn't stick too well. I mean, it does, but not for a good amount of, you know, it's not as sticky as it should be. So add a little glue to it. Just some glue stick or something just to help it. Make sure to have this a little bit apart so they're not touching, so we can fold open and shut. Just make sure it's stuck down. Okay. And you can put some on the outside if you want to. Might as well. Let's put a strip on the outside. And then add that on there. Done with that. Make sure it's pressed down good. Or just snip off the pieces we don't want. And you got yourselves a little booklet. How fun is that? It's a little tag in it. That's so much fun. Okay. Now, what I want to do, instead of binding the paper, I went ahead and got this all done. I don't know if I showed you guys that, but I got this done. Just bound together to itself. Looks like that. I did a 3 hole pamphlet stitch. And what I'm going to use is just some elastic to put it in here, and then it can be removable. So after you write in it and do your thing and use up all the pages, you can take this out and then put your more signatures, measure it to the size, and pop it right back in. Okay, so what color do we want? I think blue. Blue seems to be a good fit. And I have no idea. I've had these forever. That's just jewelry cord, and I don't even know where it came from. You know how those things work. It's just something you have. Okay, but I'm sure you can find it at Walmart or Amazon or anywhere like that, and it's just elastic, which makes it nice. So I'm just getting it to a certain size here, making it a little bigger than I need. Okay. You can tie it on the inside, outside, wherever you want to tie it. And it's just really nice to have one of these. You can, I'll show you, we'll put it in our junk journal. Or you could keep it in your purse and have it as a nice list that you have, like your grocery list or something. Or, I mean, that's a great, I would totally use that. Just throw it in your purse and then have your list that you did. Or, you know, maybe it can be a little traveling booklet for you, like when you go travel somewhere. And, you know, you can write down and jot down little ideas and stuff and things that you've seen. And you can even make more little pockets in here. You can put a little pocket here. You can even do another, maybe a side pocket. Do a flip with more pockets. You know, even add some more stuff throughout. So, however you want to do it. I mean, this is just fun, and you could do it all with a Kleenex. Like a Kleenex box. So you can't go wrong with that. I'm sure all of us have that hanging around, especially with allergy season coming up. Oh my goodness. Jeez. We definitely get allergies here. And then that, I don't know, I thought that would be fun, just to tie it together with the front and do that. I don't know why that keeps folding up. But yeah, I think that's all I needed to do with this. So we got our little back here. Got the back of it done. Just with our collaging and stuff that we used up on our desk, which is fun. Fun little challenge. And then we added some just cute little things that we have. And just got it in there to be able to remove it. And I'll show you guys how it comes out. But it's that easy. It just comes right out. And then it slides right back in. So there you go. So I hope you guys found this informational. And if you did like it, please hit the thumbs up. It helps me out so, so much. And if you could, please subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell, and you guys can see my next video when I post it. Like, comment, and share, and let's grow together. And keep on crafting. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys real quick. I forgot to show you. You just have your journal that you can take and clip this on the inside of it. So you can just take it, take your paper clip, go like that, and then there you go. You just have it ready to come off and have all your stuff ready. So I forgot to show you guys that, and I just want to show you it real quick, but that is definitely a good way to use it, is to put it in your journal like that. So there you go.